Welcome to 3D Print Pulse, your essential weekly update from the cutting edge of 3D printing and additive manufacturing. Every week, we bring you the most important news and developments. The episodes are crafted by All3DP's expert editors and voiced by text-to-speech so that we can go hunting for news again. Ready for the latest? Let's dive right in.
Prusa Research held its Prusa Day event in Prague, unveiling several major announcements. The headline hardware was the new Core One L, a significant update to its Core XY lineup. This new machine is not a replacement, but a larger, more refined sibling to the original Core One. The primary feature is a massive increase in build volume. The Core One L boasts a 300 by 300 by 330 mm print volume, effectively doubling the capacity of the original. Remarkably, this was achieved while only increasing the printer's footprint by 10%. Prusa says the machine also weighs the same, a feat accomplished by switching to new aluminum bodywork. Perhaps the most significant performance upgrade is the move to an actively heated chamber. While the original Core One relied on chamber heating, the L version introduces a new quick-heating, AC-powered aluminum bed carriage. This new bed is tailor-made for uniform heat distribution and features two dedicated air recirculation fans, allowing the chamber to quickly reach its new top temperature of 60 degrees Celsius. Prusa also focused on key quality-of-life adjustments. The chamber's adjustable grille, which was previously manual, now opens and closes automatically. An improved webcam with a dedicated night mode is now standard, as is a new TPU switch that reduces filament sensor tension to easily load flexible materials. In a major nod to the industry's growing use in sensitive sectors, Prusa also announced the Critical Infrastructure Edition, or CIE. This variant, which costs the same as the standard L, has all networking components physically stripped out. It offers a hard security-minded solution for defense and corporate clients, as the only way to transfer and initiate a print is via an encrypted, coded USB dongle. The Core One L is available to order for $1,799, with shipping expected around November 10th. But the hardware wasn't the only major announcement. The company also introduced a new open-source project called OpenPrint Tag, which could be a major step forward in reducing the guesswork of remaining filament on a spool. You can read about this and all the announcements made on all3dp.com.
The 3D printing world isn't chasing hype anymore. It's building staying power. According to Wohler's Associates' new Q3 Global State of the Industry report, the additive manufacturing sector has entered a refinement phase. Wohler's, long considered the go-to trend tracker for the professional 3D printing world, says the industry is moving past its startup sprawl and into something more deliberate. Think consolidation, specialization, and serious adoption by defense, aerospace, and even consumer tech giants. Q3 2025 has been a shake-up quarter. Nano Dimension cut ties with Desktop Metal, which had to sell off its key assets. Stratasys picked up Nexa 3D, and industrial powerhouse Trumpf bowed out of 3D printing entirely. While that might sound grim, Wohlers argues it's actually a healthy reset. The AM sector is trimming fat and focusing on profitability, IP, and specialized know-how. Wohlers also highlights that 3D printing companies are evolving from selling machines to selling qualified high-performance parts, especially for regulated sectors that demand reliability and traceability. One key finding is the rise of AM in the defense sector. In Q3 alone, 3D Systems won a $7.65 million Air Force contract for a large-format metal printer. Velo 3D teamed up with Vias Space for propulsion parts, and Divergent Technologies raised a stunning $290 million to scale its production of missile airframes in Oklahoma. The defense world isn't just using AM, it's shaping how the rest of the industry will qualify, certify, and scale. If you want more details on the findings in the Wohlers report, we provide a deeper analysis in our All3DP article. You find the link in the show notes.
The additive manufacturing industry's largest global event, Formnext 2025, is set for November 18th to 21st in Frankfurt. With over 800 exhibitors and more than 30,000 visitors expected, in-depth coverage is already underway on All3DP Pro. This year, the industry appears to be shifting significantly from simply debuting new hardware to addressing critical, real-world adoption barriers. A key part highlighted in All3DP's pre-show analysis, for instance, is dedicated entirely to the complex problem of certification and industry-wide standards, a major hurdle still slowing AM adoption. The All3DP editorial team will be on the ground in Frankfurt, providing live analysis and reporting on the biggest launches and technology breakthroughs directly from the show floor. At the same time, All3DP's global manufacturing service Craftcloud will be an exhibitor. Craftcloud will demonstrate its solution to the industry bottleneck of pricing transparency, showing how the platform provides instant quote comparisons for 3D printing and CNC machining from its global partner network. And now, a word from our sponsor.
Are you an engineer or designer looking for high-precision CNC parts? Tired of waiting for manual quotes? Stop waiting. Craftcloud is your solution for instant on-demand CNC machining. Upload your CAD file, select from a wide range of materials, and instantly compare real-time quotes worldwide. Get the best price on precision parts, from rapid prototypes to mass production. We offer 3-axis and 5-axis milling, turning, and more. No minimum orders, just transparent pricing, fast delivery, and expert service. Craftcloud. We turn your CNC ideas into reality.
Let's round off this week's podcast with news bulletins. Former USA Road National Champion Alex Howes is one of the first to strap into the Lore 3 Performance Series, cycling shoes so advanced they're custom 3D printed to your feet. Seen flaunting his personalized pair at Big Sugar Gravel, Howes says he's no investor, just a fan with happy arches. After years of world tour woes, snap dials, misfit insoles, and rubbing, Howes says the Morphic carbon fiber delivers better power transfer in a perfect fit. In response to the start of the Black Friday season, Bambu Lab has launched its own deals event. The promotion, which began October 28th, slashes prices up to a third on the company's popular printer models, accessories, and filament. The flagship deals active right now include the P1S, recently superseded by the P2S, but a practical workhorse of a 3D printer that's a steal at $399, a 43% saving that we wouldn't be surprised to see stay after the sale is over. The event is paired with a giveaway for the new, unreleased H2C printer. Also, Elegoo launched an early Black Friday sale, advertising discounts of up to 53% on its range of resin and FDM printers. Sometimes, it's the small things that matter. Autodesk has released a long-awaited update for its widespread CAD and CAM software, Fusion. The platform now officially supports a dark mode. While a purely aesthetic UI adjustment, this was one of the most frequently requested features from the user community, aimed at reducing eye strain and improving usability during long design sessions.
That's it from the weekly roundup from the world of 3D printing. As usual, you can find all the links in the show notes. Thank you to our sponsor Craftcloud, and remember, you can always find more in-depth articles, reviews and guides at all3dp.com. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a rating or review. It really helps us to bring these updates to even more 3D printing enthusiasts like you. Join us next week for another rapid-fire update. Until then, happy printing!